What if the job interview I thought would save my future wasn't fate opening a door, but fate pushing me toward the woman who would change my life forever? The question hit Jason with a strange, electric weight as he hurried across the downtown plaza, tie flapping, breath fogging in the cool air. This interview was supposed to be everything. His big break. His chance to finally step out of the shadow of overdue bills, cheap noodles, and nights lying awake wondering if he'd ever become more than the guy who almost got it together. Colton Industries towered above him like a promise, clean glass, gold accents, the kind of place where futures were built. Jason swallowed hard, rehearsing his opening line for the 20th time. But destiny had other plans, and it came in the form of a gust of wind. Suddenly, a flurry of papers exploded through the air. Pages tumbled across the concrete, scattering in every direction. A woman in a white blazer chased after them, heels clacking, muttering frustrations under her breath. Jason's instincts kicked in. He bolted forward. "Hang on, I got it," he shouted, sliding across the plaza like a desperate shortstop. He caught two papers midair, pressed his shoe over a third, and grabbed a fourth seconds before it dove into a fountain. The woman reached him, cheeks flushed, eyes bright with surprise. "You're incredibly fast." "I've been training," he joked. "Cardio courtesy of running from bill collectors." She let out a laugh, warm, low, expensive. "I'm Evelyn." "Jason." They finished gathering the papers, and somehow they kept walking together. Their conversation felt strangely natural, like two people who had already missed each other for years and were only now catching up. She asked real questions, what he wanted, what he dreamed about, why he looked both terrified and hopeful at the same time. He admitted he had a job interview inside Colton. She raised a brow like she was amused by the idea, though he didn't know why. "Do you want it badly?" she asked. "More than anything." She seemed to study him, really study him, as if she were reading chapters he didn't know were written on his face. A sleek black car rolled up to the curb. She opened her bag, pulled out an envelope, and pressed it firmly into his hand. "For your help," she said. Jason frowned, opened it, then froze. "Wait, this is way too much." "It's not," she murmured. "Come talk with me again tomorrow, same time, same place." He blinked, "But my interview." The car door closed. She was gone. And Jason stood there, holding more money in one envelope than he'd seen in months, while his interview time quietly expired behind him. The next afternoon she was there, waiting, smiling. And again the next day, and the next. Conversations that started with small talk turned into something heavier, richer. Evelyn told him about growing up in a mansion big enough to get lost in, about inheriting a business empire she never asked for, about loneliness disguised as luxury. Jason told her about nights he'd counted pennies, about working 3 part-time jobs, about wanting to be someone who mattered. Every meeting came with an envelope. At first he protested, pushing it back toward her. "I'm not a charity case," he said. "I know," she replied, "but you're worth investing in." He didn't have a response for that. As the weeks passed, his life transformed. Debts vanished. His apartment upgraded from depressing to livable. His fridge actually had food in it, but the more he had, the less he cared about the money. He cared about her. The way she tilted her head when she listened. The way she laughed like she forgot she was supposed to look perfect. The way she looked at him, not as some outsider who didn't belong, but as someone she felt safe with. Jason started waking up not excited for the envelopes, but excited for Evelyn. Eventually, the envelopes stopped mattering entirely. He didn't even open the last few. They sat untouched in a drawer, replaced by moments. Quiet coffees, rooftop sunsets, long drives through the city with music humming under their voices. One night, she invited him to her penthouse. The skyline stretched before them like a field of stars, golden lights flickering through the glass. "Jason," she said softly, stepping closer, "I don't want to pretend this is casual anymore." His heartbeat stumbled. "I want you in my life," she continued. "Not as someone I meet in secret corners of the city, not as someone I pay for their time. Just you, only you." He swallowed. "Evelyn." Her voice trembled. "Marry me." The world stilled. He felt the weight of everything she was offering. Not the money, not the lifestyle, but the vulnerability of a woman who had everything except someone to truly love. "Yes," he whispered. 1,000 times yes. She inhaled sharply, relief blooming across her face. She reached for him, fingers trembling slightly. He leaned in, lips brushing hers, soft, warm, charged with a promise neither of them had dared to say aloud. Their kiss deepened. But then the elevator chimed. The doors slid open behind them. A shadow stepped into the room. And Evelyn's hand tightened around his, just as everything changed.